Hey, what's going on? Thanks for joining me. You are awesome. Recently, here in the United States, 3,000 electric guitars were stopped at the border for being illegal. It was the first time in 4 years that anything had been stopped at the U.S. border for being illegal. Those guitars looked really, really nice when I saw the video and took a look at what was going on. But it got me thinking, because these are supposed to be Chenders and Chipophones and Chibsons and all these fake guitars. They're supposed to, in my experience, based on things that I've heard, the rumors are that this be junk. They're supposed to be made by kids in sweatshops, all that stuff. If that were the case, I don't think they would look as good as they did. And it got me thinking that most brands are getting guitars made in China these days. Not their whole lineups, but here and there, right? So they're not going to want to be having their guitars made by sweatshops and all that stuff, no kids and all that stuff. And there's a lot of growth going on with guitar factories in China right now. There's tons of them. So I don't see them being sweatshops, you know what I'm saying, with all the business that's going on. So what is going on? Just as I started asking myself that question, a video popped into my feed from a channel called World of Matthias. World of Matthias. And it was the perfect video for us to take a look at, because it's a short tour of a Chibson factory, and it's one of the more well-known ones here on the internet. But I'll talk more about that after we watch the video. Let's check it out. All right, so this is Matthias. It's his show. I'm just going to interject once in a while because, it's a reaction. It kind of goes with the territory.
Hello and welcome to the World of Matthias. Today is a little bit of a special episode, because today we're going to have a peek inside a Chinese guitar factory. And many of you that has come across these Chinese guitars know that there are a lot of speculations on how these guitars are built and what the factories look like and the conditions of the workers that work there. So let's just jump right into it and see how a Chinese guitar factory really works.
All right, here we go.
So we will start our journey in New York, and we will go all the way over the Pacific Ocean to Weifang. This is in the northeast region of China, quite close to Beijing. And as you can see, it's the region of Shandong. This is a wooded area, typical Chinese countryside. This region has been, for the last 10 years or so, really growing and making a name of itself in guitar factory business. A lot.
Yeah, look at that. I don't think that's a sweatshop.
Of Chinese people since 20 years back or so moved to the bigger cities to try to find jobs, but now actually some of those people are moving back to their hometown, and in this specific area they are producing guitars. And most of the guitars made in the world today are made in China. 1 out of 7 guitars is made in China in this area. So when you go and buy a guitar, think of that next time. Today we're going to have a look at Kathy Song's custom workshop.
I'll back up a little. 1 in 7 guitars made in China. So that's actually made in this region of China. That's actually pretty impressive. That's a lot of factories. And, oh yeah, this is Kathy Zong's. Kathy Zong has a Facebook page where you can order guitars from her. And a couple of YouTubers have done this, including Matthias.
And in Kathy's workshop, they do both group builds, they do customized builds, and they have CNC machines, and they also have big router tables where they can do a little bit more specialized type of guitars.
That don't look like a 3-year-old working that machine. Does it look like a kid to you? Let me back up a little. I've been talking too much.
Customized builds, and they have CNC machines, and they also have big router tables where they can do a little bit more specialized type of guitars.
That's a Prince guitar, and I think the other one that we saw, the last one, was a Gibson custom, or something like a Gibson custom.
And as you clearly can see that the workmanship that goes into this is quite advanced. It looks like they really know what they are doing. So they have more than one CNC machine, and the big sanding belts where they round up the guitar necks. You can see that it's quite busy. They also have this sanding table here.
What do we have there? Let's take a quick look at the instruments we see. Looks like PRS style guitars.
See that it's quite
PRSs.
busy. They
LP style guitars with a lightning bolt. Looks like a lightning bolt.
also have this sanding table here where they can sand the edges of the guitar into the exact shape that they want. And this is how they can do both the more traditional types of guitars, but also some custom made.
Sorry for anybody who's a Rick guy.
In this bit of the video you can see that they're glowing on the fretboard.
Sneeze.
You can see there are guitars everywhere. So think of that next time you are asking the builder for an update on your guitar. There are quite a lot of guitars being made, and so give them some slack.
We got some V's, we got some LPs.
Typically they are using African mahogany, and they are also using maple from Canada.
Tons and tons of bodies, huh? It's like they just keep cutting them all day. We got some offset bodies. Next. Nice. Wow.
And as you know, I have gotten quite a lot of...
I just want a couple of the throwaways. I think I can build a guitar out of some of the throwaways. Eddie Van Halen did it, right? All right. Give him his moment.
And as you know, I have gotten quite a lot of very nice Chinese guitars the last year, and I've showed you all of them. This is maybe one of my favorite. This little guitar sounds really amazing. It's very simplistic, but it holds a great sound, and I really love it. But I also have gotten some other guitars from China, and I know that I have a workshop where I can work on the guitars. And if you do, the guitars will actually be real good, great players. Now you can get good guitars directly from China, and all of the guitars that I have gotten, they haven't been broken, and you can play them right out of the box. There has been no problems there. So yeah, what did you think about that little video? I hope you liked it, and if you did, please like and subscribe, and please leave your comment on what you think about this video. And next week I will be back with a new great video, and I hope you join me then. Until that time, I see you in the next one. Bye.
All right, so what do you think? That was a bit of an eye-opener for me, I think. I think those guitars look really, really nice. And definitely not a sweatshop. And I mean, legalities aside, we saw some stuff that they were making, but we got to remember too that the law is different in China. And part of the whole problem is over there they can do whatever they want, copyright or not. Pretty much everything is legal over there. And then it's just a matter of them spreading them around. And you know, I guess they're not always in control of who's selling what to who. You know what I'm saying? Because they're doing such volume. They're trying to sell guitars to people who will then sell them to somebody else who will do something with them and stuff like that. Not just directly to brands. So these guitars are going to get into some people's hands who are just going to try to get rid of them however they can and have no regard for wherever they may end up. But I don't think that they're bad guitars, generally speaking. And Kathy Zong is all over Facebook. Well, I shouldn't say all over. She's got a group over there, and I know that several YouTubers go over there and make deals with her for custom instruments. And not Chibsons, but they get guitars that are inspired by specific instruments, but different enough that they are not technically Chibsons, right? So those guys are safe. Guys like Matthias, excuse me, and looks like he does this as well, where he will do deals with Kathy and have custom guitars made. You just saw the video. So if that's something you want to do, it might be worth it, because I don't see this being a sweatshop, and I don't see any little kids making cheap guitars. What I see is people who are making some pretty nice looking stuff. And I think as Americans, we just got to figure out what we want and make sure we don't ask for something that we shouldn't be getting. You know what I'm saying? I'll put links for World of Matthias in the description below. And if you're new to the channel, do me a favor, if you made it this far, and I know you did, hit the like button, subscribe, all that good stuff, okay? It really does help out the channel, and it means we can do more awesome stuff. And don't forget to stop by Sunday nights, 10 p.m. We go live, and we talk about a whole lot of other stuff that we're doing around here on in the cave, all right? So that's going to do it for this one. You've been awesome. I've been RJ. Until the next one, take it easy.